Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on Interior Wellness TV. We are talking to Marianne Harangozo today. She is the founder and leader of Stokefest. So I'm really excited to talk to her about that. First, I'll tell you a little bit about her, and then we'll get into chatting with her. So Marianne is the owner and founder of Akashic Ranch and the Crystals and Curiosities cabin. She's an avid horsewoman and spiritual student who believes there's no end to learning in life. Guided by life's lessons, strife and joy and spirit has created an oasis in a place of nature where others can open and awaken their intuition and connect with their spirit and their own soul self. So really excited to find out more about all of that and to find out about Stokefest. Thanks so much for joining us, Marianne.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So let's just jump right in and start with, what is Stokefest?
Well, I came up with the idea more so just have a place to have people come together, like-minded individuals. It's on my ranch, and so it's out in nature, out in the open, and just a way for practitioners to spread the word, get the community more involved in different modalities of spirituality, and a place for fun and family, I think, and refreshments, and just a place where you can just connect with nature, be with yourself, and just a nice, happy, hippie event, I guess you could say, but more based towards spirituality.
Oh, it sounds like fun. And that's happening on June 21st. And where is this happening at?
It's happening at my ranch, at Akashic Ranch. I'm about 50 Vale, near Kamloops. So the address is 4032 Campbell Range Road, Kamloops. And there's a map and instructions on the Crystals and Curiosities Facebook page in order to find it, because we are sort of on top of a mountain. It's a little bit tough to find, but it is a beautiful space and a beautiful oasis. So it's worth a drive.
Oh, I'm excited about it. We're going to post all the information below for everybody as well, so they can just click on the links. And this is happening, you said, at your ranch. So how did it come about that you have a ranch?
Well, I've always had horses, and I've always dreamt of having, a space for them. I think down there would be like a sanctuary for animals and for horses, and already it's seeming to turn into that. But with the name for the ranch, it was something that resonated with me for a long time, and I didn't at the time really know what the reason for it. It was just my interest in spirituality, my interest in the Akashic records, my belief that we all have a soul purpose. So I named it that. When I first saw the property, I think that's when the connection was made, because the property is beautiful and it's got quite a feeling about it and very magical. So I think the name really suits the ranch.
Absolutely. And our connection with nature is so important. It's wonderful to have places where we can go and reconnect and get outside. You mentioned Akashic and soul purpose. What does that mean, soul purpose?
Well, I think it's hard to explain. I think everyone has their own personal meaning for it, but I believe that when we come here, spiritual is a reason for us, and it isn't so much a physical reason. I think it's a connection with other people and a verse, and basically a position that you take on in life where you're helping people, connecting with people, living the best life you can, feeling the most fulfilled that you possibly can.
That's so important. I think that we're all searching so much, so it's a really good idea to come back to our own purpose and our own souls. I was wondering what you feel like with your ranch and with what you're doing. How does that connect with your own purpose?
Well, it's funny because, I knew this, and it seemed kind of a waste to keep it to myself. I found this way of just sort of inviting people to come, to experience it, to be here. And then I'm the door for the Crystals and Curiosities cabin, which is a concept that I've 20 years at least. And with the property having this beautiful little cabin on it. It just seemed like the right fit. And the thing that I love the most is when people do come, they get it. You know, there is a connection to it. They love the cabin, of course, and that sort of part. I think it's the real connection to the land and themselves. You know, I have people that show up and look over the hills and just start crying. You know, and I think some people, it's foreign to them. It's sort of an unknown connection to themselves. Others just know it. They understand it. And I think just the spirit that's on the property, I think it's just what draws people in.
That sounds amazing. I'm really excited to see it myself as well. What about the Crystals and Curiosities cabin? What can people expect to find there?
Well, it's a special cabin. You know, it's taken me years to collect items, things with purpose, healing tools, and it was based on and made with connections that I had with friends and people that I've known throughout my past, artists and that sort of thing. So I don't think it's anything you'd see anywhere else. It's very much off the beaten path. It has a lot of organic. It has. It's quite a feeling. Yesterday I had some people from Holland visit, and they just thought it was amazing. And I think everyone that walks in finds something very unique for themselves in there. It's beautiful, and it's really driven by grit.
It sounds magical to have a Crystal and Curiosity cabin out in the wilderness. That's really neat. I'm wondering also more about Stokefest. What kind of music and entertainment can people expect to find there?
Well, you know, when I sort of, rather than, you know, we have the habit of taking the bull by the make things happen a certain way, but I found that in my past, just sort of holding the concept, allowing things to transpire, allowing the universe to work through me, makes it all come together. So in the interim, I've met with Neil Burnett, and he's a local musician that plays the harp, and it's just beautiful. His music is amazing. So he'll be here throughout the day. I think that really will lend itself well to the environment, to the natural surrounding, and the atmosphere that's going to be here. A few of the people that have some of their are going to be here with their booths set up, and I'm really excited about some of the practitioners that are coming. Authors like Stephanie Banks, still healing modalities, different kinds of a lot of on-site healing and meditation workshops and things like that. So I'm really excited. Sort of a little bit of everything. And I think it'll come together.
I think it will. I think it sounds like a wonderful day. What will Stephanie Banks be presenting?
Well, she was going to come and talk about her beginning, and she also offered to do an evening meditation, which I'm really excited about, because something seems to happen here when, you know, twilight comes and it's, you know, nearing evening time. I really invite you to bring a blanket and come and enjoy that, because she's a wonderful person, and I've met her recently, and yeah, I'm really.
Yay, it sounds like a wonderful day. So what time is it from until?
We're going to start at 11 a.m. And 6 p.m., but it usually doesn't turn out that way. I'll have people stay till well into 9 o'clock, because it's a beautiful place to be. So I'm open to that. You know, it's nice not to have a venue in town where you do have time limits. This is really just a very organic get together. So the animals are fed in the morning. It's open for anything. So yeah, it starts at 11 in the morning till about 6 or further if you like.
Sounds good. And what should people expect to have to bring? Food, blankets, things like that?
You know, just as if it were a folk festival, or you know, a meditation retreat, or even a camping trip. So if you have with you, if you need extra food, we have refreshments and a few snacks throughout the day. But yes, absolutely, bring your blanket, bring your tent, and just enjoy the day.
That sounds like so much fun. And I always like to ask whoever we're talking to on Interior Wellness TV, because we talk to so many inspiring people, and you have your own ranch, you run your own retreats, you bring in community together. So what can you offer to our viewers about how to live a wonderful and inspired life?
Oh, I think, there are so many important and beautiful ways to do that. But I think remaining open to the universe is very, very important. There's always guidance out there for really get out of your head and more into your heart. That seems to give us answers of all kinds, helps calm us. Many just amazing attributes to that. Another thing, I think, listen to your body. And it speaks to you through physical sensation. And that's how we know how to take care of ourselves. And the healthier we are, I think, the healthier our mind is. And if I could say one more thing, always listen to your intuition. It's so important. Rather than thinking things too heavily, I think your intuition, if something doesn't feel right to you, it's going to feel heavy. And if it feels right to you, it feels light. So it's a very black and white answer for anything.
I love that. If it feels right to you, it's going to feel light. That's a wonderful thing to pay attention to, because there's so much that comes at us from so many angles, and we're always questioning. So if it feels right, it feels light. I love that. So we are going to have a chance to talk to Marianne again at some point and really dive into everything else that she does. So I'm really excited. Thank you, Marianne, for chatting with us. Today we're focused on Stokefest, June 21st at Akashic Ranch, and it's from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Is there anything else, any other details that we need to know, or how can we stay in touch with you, and contact details, Marianne?
Basically, you can reach me through the Curiosities Facebook page, as well as Akashic Ranch, and number 505731124.
Wonderful. We're looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a great event, and all the information, like I said, will be posted below, so you can click the links. And thank you, everyone, for watching, and thanks, Marianne, for being with us.
Thank you so much.